Hi there, very good afternoon. Welcome back to ET. Now you're watching Market Farafat with me, Kanishka Sarkar. This is a show where we'll talk about all the top buzzes in trade today, which are in focus either on the back of news developments or on the back of technicals. But before we get started, a quick look at how the markets are faring. Well, a good recovery is what we have seen in the Nifty, holding at 26,190 level, very close to 26,200, 160 points of uptick over there. Now, let's also put the spotlight on Sensex, which has recovered very well, trading 0.5% higher right now. 85,725 is the level, up more than 460 points, nearly 460 points. So yes, that's about Nifty and Sensex. Nifty Bank also doing very well, in fact outperforming the other two. 0.7% gains over there, 450 points up, 450 points up there. 59,743 is where Bank Nifty is at. However, if you talk about the NSE advanced decline ratio, that still continues to be in the favor of decline. So yes, a lot of stock-specific developments is what we are seeing. If you talk about some of the gainers on the Nifty pack, it's Shriram Finance, which is trading more than 3% higher right now. Bajaj Finserv too trading nearly 3% higher, whereas Bajaj Finance and Hindalco, all of them upwards of 2%. However, some of the top losers on the Nifty include the likes of QL, which is trading nearly 4% lower right now. Trent is down about 0.6%. Sun Pharma Eternal down nearly 0.5%. So yes, those are some of the top losers that we are witnessing right now on the Nifty. So yes, that's how the market is looking. But let's get started with all the stocks that are in focus today. And to talk about the technicals, we have with us Akshay Bhagwat, the Senior Vice President of Derivatives Research at JM Financial Services. Hi Akshay, very good afternoon. And on the research side, we have Ravinder as always. Well, yes, let's get started with all the stocks then. Of course, the stock of today is Indigo. Very recently, a good big relief coming in, and the stock did turn green on the back of this news, although it's back in the red yet again, but very flat moves right now. The DGCA has rolled back key parts of the new pilot duty and rest rules that's offering partial relief to airlines struggling with operational disruptions. Now, the aviation regulator has withdrawn the rule that stopped airlines from continuing pilot leave as weekly rest. Now, this means that pilots leave days that can now be treated as weekly rest, giving airlines far more flexibility in rostering. Remember, the DGCA order also removes restrictions that earlier prevented airlines from using leave as part of the mandatory rest period. And very importantly, the rollback is effective immediately, which offers a lot of relief to Indigo and also flyers who have been stranded at airports for a long time now. Remember, this move is expected, as I said, expected to ease staff shortage, help airlines restore schedules and bring operations back to normal. Now, with this regulatory relief, as I said, Indigo shares did bounce back into the positive territory. However, just about 0.4% downtick is what we are seeing now. This as against the 7% decline that we have seen over the past at least 5 days. So yes, good news for Indigo, and the stock is also has given up all those lows that it was on and is trading back just about 0.4% downtick over there. But yes, did move back to the green territory just a while back. Yes, that's about Indigo. But Akshay, coming to you, you've picked out Bajaj Finance for us. Where do you see the stock headed from here on?
First of all, good afternoon to all. Well, see, the technical setup for Bajaj Finance is positive on the positional front. And even if you see the last couple of weeks of trading action, the stock is picking up momentum in intraday trades. The positive RBI policy is back of us, and that has given the next round of momentum to banking and financial space stocks. As I see, Bajaj Finance has cemented a support at 1020, and the stock is possibly selling for trading upsides of 1100 to 1120. So a positive view for the set targets with a stop loss below 1020 is the trade setup in Bajaj Finance.
All right, so those are the levels to target for Bajaj Finance. Both Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv, they're among the top gainers on the Nifty today, so that momentum continues. But moving on to the next stock, Ravinder, you've picked out PTC Industries for us. The stock is up more than 3% rise now. Take us through what's taking the stock higher.
Well, as PTC Industries in focus on the back of their agreement, where company's through its wholly owned subsidiary has announced the signing of a long-term agreement with the Honeywell Aerospace Technologies for the supply of titanium and super alloy precision investment casting for a broad range of aerospace application, which includes critical aerospace engine components. And under this long-term agreement, this will produce a high integrated titanium and super alloy castings using a vertically integrated process process chain, starting from the manufacture of titanium and super alloy materials and extended through alloy melting, material processing, and precious investment casting. So back of this agreement, PTC industry is in focus, and the stock is up more than 3%.
All right, so that's PTC Industries up more than 3% on the back of that news flow. Thank you, Rabinder and Akshay, for joining us today. Those were some of the stocks that are in focus today. On that note, we'll let you go. With that, time now to take a very short break. We'll be right back with more on the other side.